Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Ki Seitze from Revii to Chamishi. In Perek Chav Gimel Pasuk Ches, the Pasuk says, Lo Sisayev Mitzri ki ger hayisa ba'artso. You shall not reject a Mitzri who comes to be Megayer because you were a stranger in his land. So we're talking here about a Mitzri that wants to convert. However, they can convert, but they cannot marry into the Jewish people until after 3 generations. The question here, as Rav Pam asks and others, is why is it that these people who, even though, as Rashi says, they threw our children into the river, they worked us into the hard work of the Perach, and even so, we even let them into becoming Jews. Why do we do that? The answer, Rashi says, is because Shahayu lachem achsanya b'shas adchak. They were to us. They allowed us to be guests during a pressing time, when there was a famine. Yaakov Avinu and his sons that came down to Egypt, and for the next really close to 90 years, they recorded honor in the land. And even though later on they mistreated us, we still have to have a karas hatov for that miyat hatov. That even though a little bit of good should outweigh a lot of bad, we have to look at that in terms of our relationships. When we deal with people, we have to focus on the good that they've done, even if afterwards they do something wrong, whether it's a business partner, it's a spouse, it's a child, it's a friend. You can't say, oh, all these years we were close friends and close whatever relationship, but now they did something wrong, forget about it. You have to focus on the good. And it's for that reason, because we were in their land, we have to focus on the Hakaras HaTov. And if you think a couple of psukim beforehand, it talks about the Ammonite and the Moabite. They can never have the males come into Eretz Yisrael, even though they did less towards us in terms of they didn't make us suffer, but spiritually they made us. They sinned. They caused us to sin, and that is actually worse than the physical punishment that the Egyptians did. But why is it they were punished so much, the Ammonite and Moabite? Because if you look back, they should have had a karas hatov to Avram Avinu, who helped their forefather Lot, helped them out. They should have had a karas hatov, and yet they didn't have a karas hatov for us. So we have to make sure that when the Egyptians did something good for us, even though later on they were bad, we still have to have a karas hatov for that. And therefore we should realize, as we're here now in Elul, focus on the good. When we look at the positive of others, Hashem will treat us midah k'neged midah, that He will look at us and focus on our good. Even though we've done wrong, He'll focus on the positive, and therefore we'll have a beneficial ruling and be zocheh to another year of good life. So thank you so much for listening every week, and don't forget to share the Divrei Torah, and have a wonderful Shabbos and a wonderful week.